it's just my life, and that's all I can give you is my honest life.
I'm Phyllis. I live in my van.
This is the last leg of my trip up to Winchester Bay to be a tour guide, lighthouse tour guide, as a volunteer. I'll tell you at the end whether or not it was another not so great decision to travel cross country on a whim, but it is what it is, and it's always an adventure. And I met some really interesting people along the way and saw some really cool stuff.
Oh my gosh, look at that meat. Oh my gosh. Would you put like honey on that or something? It looks...
Actually, this right here. Jack Daniel's honey barbecue sauce.
See, I said honey, didn't I? I know that color, right? The color on that meat.
Oh yeah, back up.
This is my new friend, Brandon. I almost said Bandon. Sorry,
Hey.
That's a town in Oregon.
Right.
And he invited me to come camp right next to him, and boy, look at that. So that's a coffee can?
It's a coffee can with a actual barbecue grill thing, rocks, and a screen, and regular pine coals and wood.
You've got wood
Right.
in there. That is so impressive.
He's the one who made it, but
How'd you learn how to do that, sir?
Sorry,
But
no
you're
big
such
deal.
a handsome gent. Don't you want to be on camera?
No, I just, it's just me.
How'd you learn how to make
I
that?
just saw it, just thought about it, and did it.
Well, that is really impressive.
Yeah. Now he knows.
Yeah. Goodness. And this is a beautiful place. The only thing is that burn that's going on right now is kind of a drag.
well, the reason they're doing the burn is because of the cut down on the forest fires.
Right. Perfect.
Here you go.
Oh my goodness, what a treat, baby. Look at that. Right.
When I pulled over off the side of the road and saw that spring, I was just going to stay there for about 20 minutes, taking a break from driving. But it was just so beautiful. I stayed there for 2 days there in that spot on the side of the road. I'd been in the desert, for so long, and it was just like this beautiful little oasis. If y'all have seen some of my recent videos, you'll remember Godzilla. I call him Godz. He's my new pet. And I've been taking little videos to send to my son, Chris. And I'm sorry, but they're all in portrait mode. But here is the little guy. Big guy. By this time, it's been about 2 weeks since I filled out the application and did the thing for the background check for the lighthouse tour guide position. And they still hadn't heard back. And he originally said it would take 5 days about. So I figured I wasn't in a big hurry to get there since I wasn't even officially hired as a volunteer. So I stopped to see my friend Erica, who was not far from where I was going to be a volunteer. And we decided to go to the beach. I got stuck for the stupidest reason at the beach, not on the beach, and it wasn't my fault. I pulled up onto pavement, and the pavement apparently was about to go, and it went. So what happened was the pavement went under my front tires, and so the wheels, you know, the whole van shifted and went down, and the wheels locked. So when I went to turn the key, I couldn't turn the key because the steering wheel was locked. You know, you have to like turn it just the tiny little smidge so you can turn the key. Well, the wheels were just locked and they couldn't move. So I actually had to call a tow truck. It cost me $140, but he got me out. But I honestly don't, I mean, you could say it was my fault maybe, but I don't think it was. But at least we got out.
She told me landscaping. Not manscape, but landscape.
Turn my back for 5 seconds. And, like,
Here's what's gonna happen.
I gotta get to some.
Here's what's gonna happen. You're on my bed. I'm gonna unhook. I'm gonna unhook.
I surrender.
No, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. We didn't want it to hit that bump and then hit the bed.
Oh yeah, going here.
So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna turn the wheel this way as hard as possible.
That's what happened.
We're gonna turn the wheel as hard as possible this way after I unhook, and we're gonna slowly come forward. Let me unhook
After
first.
you unhook.
And you're in park still, correct?
Are you gonna give me? Yeah.
Let's go ahead and turn the wheel. She off the bed?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Chris from Mass Towing and Recovery. We're near Bend, Oregon, and this great dude just helped me out with this weird situation because I put my key in the ignition, and because when we parked, the ground gave way under the van, so the wheels got locked. so the key wouldn't turn. So this nice fella came out and he backed me up enough so the wheels would turn and I could start the engine. And great job, and thank you to your company.
Happy to help. Call us out anytime.
Great, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Well, I know lifting up that 2500, man, they had to bring
Can I
you
interrupt
sit down
with you
straight up.
being on my YouTube channel?
I don't
I don't feel without permission. Come on close.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
Well, you were just talking about other people who've gotten stuck, right? Something else you've seen.
Yes, it happens. It happens quite often because the access is pretty nice to get down onto the beach, but once you get there, the sand's very soft.
Right.
Especially in the summer.
So what kind of things have you happened that are like maybe kind of crazy or
Well,
weird?
Flipped vehicles,
Flipped? Like upside down flipped?
all of them. They get going and hold donuts and stuff.
They go too fast?
Yeah, way too much speed involved. A lot of times with alcohol, everything's involved.
Well, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
What kind of, have you seen anything else that sticks out in your mind?
Well, people-wise, not so much, but certainly we have animals that wash up on the beach.
Oh,
Those sort of things that, whether they're deceased or whether they're just
distress.
unusual on the beach
Yeah.
and show up sometimes.
So what do you do when that happens?
Well, Oregon is a state where we kind of let nature take its course. Generally, when a marine mammal
I hear that. Yeah,
washes
yeah.
up on shore, it's
For a
usually sick
reason,
or-
right.
This time of year, we have a lot of baby seals on the beach. Mama.
Do you really? Oh gosh, I would love to see
So
that.
if you go over to Coquille Point, which is in Bandon, if you just look up the Coquille Point's Fish and Wildlife Service area, you can walk down the stairs. At low tide's a good time to go see them. And they're all on the rocks. a little
Oh,
bit to the right.
great.
Yeah, it's a
Great.
fun place to
Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Rob Persey. I'm what we call a beach and trail ranger here on the south coast of Maine.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us.
You bet. Enjoy.
And thank you for doing what you do.
Have a safe and less costly trip.
Right.
I know how much
exactly.
it costs to have the wrecker come on.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but thank goodness he was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
safe
you.
trip.
Thank you so much.
Well, I got to the lighthouse and it's beautiful there, really is, but it was cold. It was cold in the day and it was cold at night. And I still hadn't even started. I just kind of bopped around town and I stayed in that parking lot a couple of nights because you can actually park overnight for free in the parking lot there. So I'd been there a couple of days before I even checked in, and I said I was there, and they still hadn't gotten my background check, and it's like 40s at night and 50s during the day. And my old arthritic bones were not very happy, and Godzilla was not happy. I was having to turn the heat on for that bug. And y'all, I bailed. I felt bad about it, but I was going to be working just to have to stay in a place that was lovely that I wanted to stay in. So why volunteer, and not get paid to have a spot to stay in a place that I was just very uncomfortable. And yes, I know the Oregon coast is like that and it's damp, but I was there last summer, I was there, I don't remember, it was probably late July, August, and I guess it's just warmer then because it was lovely then. I mean, it was chilly, but lovely, and it just wasn't that for me this time. And I feel bad about it, but I'm not gonna work all summer for free and be uncomfortable, so I wouldn't make someone feel bad. So they had a bunch of new people come in apparently right before I got there, so I'm sure they're covered. And yes, it turned out to be the wrong decision to decide to go to Oregon to be a lighthouse tour guide, but you know, it's hard to say I really regret it. I had a really great trip up here, and as you can see in this video, I just managed to meet such amazing people on the way. And you'll see some of these, you've seen some of the people in this video. I want to say too, if you're still watching, for the 3 people who are still watching, by the way, I'm dragging hair off my dog's back right now. That's what I'm doing. Yes, I know, I'm still petting you. I left in lots of slow stuff, like just beautiful scenery and me and Buddy walking around. But I did it for a purpose, and I just kind of wanted to show you what traveling for me is like. And traveling for me is a lot of the time about those silences. It's about just being outside and just living and enjoying and honestly silence. And I'm sure a lot of you found this video boring because of that, and also just because you might think I'm boring. But I wanted to share that flavor of my life with you, if that makes sense. And some of you have said that you enjoy watching just where I am and Buddy and I taking walks. So I know I haven't been posting a lot lately. Hang in there with me. I'm gonna come back, but I'm just kind of going through a transition, I guess, in some way, with thinking about my channel and what I want to film. I've been feeling kind of overexposed. I think especially after that incident with that wolf dog. And honestly, if he hadn't had those people just be horrible to me and threaten me, I would have taken it down. And I may still. But anyway, I am so grateful for y'all being coming. He's licking my elbow. He's not supposed to lick me. I am so grateful for y'all coming along with me on my travels. And I know all my videos aren't beautifully interesting and dramatic or whatever, but it's just my life, and that's all I can give you is my honest life. And I love you, my tribe. Thank you so much for being here with me. Buddy says bye. Say bye, Buddy. Buddy says bye.